Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. So, I either before leaving for my second shift at work yesterday or right after coming home, I get home and I look at Charlie Intel just to keep in the news with Call of Duty, whether it's Black Ops 4 or whether it's maybe Modern Warfare 4 in the future, because God knows when we're gonna finally get official news about that game. But lo and behold, from Charlie Intel, we get a little article talking about how Kotaku, I guess, talked with, I don't know, Activision or something like that, or I don't know, or one of their guys supposedly talked with Activision or some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go over the whole thing. I know enough. I've seen enough videos about it, and I'm certainly not going to read the article to you guys because I'm sure you guys know about it. Um, so yeah, apparently in 2020, instead of Sledgehammer making their own game, which is what we've been expecting for God knows how long now, we're going to get Black Ops 5 because apparently what's ever left is Sledgehammer Games along with Raven are going to basically add up to the Treyarch pile, and they're going to assist Treyarch. Treyarch's been left in charge now, and they're going to assist Treyarch with their game. So I guess supposedly the campaign that we're going to get is going to be Sledgehammer's campaign, and then I don't know what is going to be done about the multiplayer and all this other shit. And yeah, so apparently ever since Condry left, according to the article and a whole bunch of other videos that I saw covering this subject, and I also wanted to see what everybody else that's making content in terms of Call of Duty thought about this, their own personal thoughts, and additional information. Because again, I guess I have ADHD and I've never been really diagnosed. I don't know, unless I'm like so interested in a certain subject, I just can't read about it for too long. But me, I prefer to just listen, or I prefer to be hands-on with something. I learn so much better that way, and it's a hell of a lot easier for me to catch my attention that way, especially now. But I guess Sledgehammer and Raven don't get along, which in a lot of ways makes sense because, I guess, at work you're always going to have a few coworkers or whatnot. You're always going to have agreements and disagreements and all that other shit that go on with work. So, yeah, I guess not everybody gets along, and that's fine and everything. That's normal, I guess. But, yeah, I guess they don't get along, and I guess ever since Schofield and Condry got fired or whatever the hell happened with them, what really happened, I don't know. I guess Condry, he's been working at 2K, and I guess there's been a lot of people that left Sledgehammer ever since Condry left or whatever happened and joined his crew. So there's a whole bunch of Sledgehammer employees that no longer are with Sledgehammer, and they're at 2K now or just not there anymore. So I guess Sledgehammer Games got significantly reduced in terms of the amount of manpower that they have. Whew, man. And Raven, obviously Raven, a lot of people have been saying in the community that Raven certainly deserves their own crack at a Call of Duty game from beginning to end. I don't know if Modern Warfare Remastered counts as one. I guess it is. I mean, I think Raven completely made that on their own. I think they did a pretty good job at it. I can't fully say I can't fully and confidently say in terms of the multiplayer because I never played the original COD 4, but for the multiplayer that I've seen, and I've made a whole bunch of comparisons when looking at footage from both games, and as well as my experience in playing with Modern Warfare Remastered. And obviously, when you're looking at the campaign looks really good. I guess a lot of people really praised it. So it's, I certainly, and Raven's been assisting for a while, and a lot of people have been requesting in the Call of Duty community, like, hey, give Raven a shot. So, but apparently, these guys are going to be assisting Treyarch now. So I don't know what the hell to make of that. All I gotta say is, like, I'm kind of freaked out, not because of, oh, Call of Duty's in trouble or Call of Duty may be in trouble. No, not from that aspect, but more of the aspect of for those of you guys that are brand new, you may not know this, and by the way, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate the support in the last video I made. I certainly wasn't expecting to get that amount of viewership, and a lot of you have recently subbed, so welcome to the channel. But it was about a month, maybe a month and a half ago or so, maybe a couple months ago at the most, or something like that, that I basically said, I can feel something is coming, but I don't know what it is. It's like you get that vibe, like something is coming, something's going to change, and I actually said it was going to be something around 2020 or after Sledgehammer's game. But no, apparently it's going to be before then, because Infinity Ward is obviously still going to make Modern Warfare 4, unless something's going on and they're not making that, which is why we haven't been getting news on it. But according to rumors and according to other things, I guess Modern Warfare 4 seems to definitely be the thing. But another question that this raises is what's going to happen with Infinity Ward after that? Is Infinity Ward going to join this cycle and try to and basically get more numbers in, or are they going to go back to a 2-year cycle now, or is everything just going to change after the next Call of Duty game, which is said to be Black Ops 5 in 2020 after Infinity Ward's game this year or whatnot? I mean, I find it very interesting. Now, in terms of the way I'm thinking is we needed this. Like for those people that are worried, oh, COD's in trouble because of this, and if this article and if these things are true, because I guess nothing's been officially confirmed from Activision themselves. This is apparently, I guess, somebody that talked to Action. I don't know. But the thing is that we need this kind of shakeup because, in my eyes, Call of Duty has been in trouble for quite a long time. Just because Call of Duty hasn't been in trouble financially in terms of the amount of money that they make annually, doesn't mean that the game itself is not in trouble. You know, when we're talking about the overall quality of a game and what we're supposed to be getting on launch and even post-launch, and the amount of care that's supposed to be being put into a game during those times, for the most part, in some ways we haven't been let down, but in more ways we have, especially when it comes to Black Ops 4. So all I gotta say is, holy crap, I think this is exactly the kind of shakeup that we need, honestly. And it's one of those things to where, for those of you guys that are around my age range that have seen the movie Roadhouse, you know, I remember Patrick Swayze in that movie, you know, had one of those lines. I mean, there's plenty of lines in that movie, and there's nothing really new in terms of this line, but it's going to be one of those situations to where it'll get worse before it gets better. And I personally think right now we really are on the verge of this transition period. And when there's change, sometimes change is painful. And what the only question that remains is what source of pain are we going to get? Like what's going to be the painful thing that we're going to have to go through? Because in terms of Black Ops 4, we're already going through a painful change. Or should I say another painful letdown, but even more so than ever because it was Treyarch and we were expecting greater things because they haven't proven us wrong in the past. So, and in terms of what we got, it was really disappointing. And it's pretty safe to say and to assume that, I mean, we can't really expect that much more out of Black Ops 4 or anything unique, or they're not going to pull a sledgehammer, that's for sure. At least I don't think they are. So I really am, like, my brain is going in all sorts of different directions, but I can say that, honestly, to me, overall, when you look at it, like, we needed a change, and hopefully in the end it'll end up being for the best. But this is the kind of thing that basically, when things like this happen, it basically forces the company, the publisher, and the developers or whatnot, or however you want to put it, it forces them to actually work as opposed to just trying to kind of have things their own way all the time and just take advantage of every situation. Right now, their hand is pretty much forced to make a change. And with everything that they've been getting away with over the last few years, all I can say is good. And it's about time. So the thing is, like we've always said with time, that Call of Duty would end up, you know, falling by its own hand. It's, you know, nothing would take down Call of Duty except Call of Duty itself. So unless they want that to happen, they have to change. There has to be some sort of change implemented. And if it means this, then so be it. If it's one of those situations to where it'll get worse before it gets better, then by all means, because it's if that's what needs to happen, then, you know, a lot of us have been extraordinarily patient already. I mean, especially us Call of Duty enthusiasts. I mean, we've been extremely patient with all the developers, with all the bullshit that we've been going through and all that kind of stuff. So we've been patient. So right now, I think after a while, I think things definitely have a possibility to get better. It's just one of those... It's just going to be one of those hard times and hard transitions. I mean, who knows? Hopefully I'm wrong and then the transition will be smooth. But the thing is, we could always be wrong because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know if something's going on with Treyarch. Maybe they don't have the manpower that they once had either, and they're keeping it under wraps. Why hasn't anything about Modern Warfare 4 been officially released yet? I mean, everything we know of is just basically theory and speculation at this point. Not much officially confirmed. So... and us Call of Duty fans, and as well as content creators, we just keep on digging. Or if anything interesting that has a chance of having fruition, a good chance like this, that has a very good possibility of being true, when that comes to light, all of a sudden it's like it makes for a very interesting topic, and everybody's points of view are very interesting. I have seen at least 10 videos about this subject, and I really like to see everybody's points of view. And I think a lot of people are really nervous about it. I personally am not nervous because, well, I mean, it's not like a life or death situation, and it has to be some sort of a threat in order to make me nervous. You know, something that threatens my livelihood or my way of life. Now, for other content creators out there that their livelihood depends on Call of Duty, then obviously it's something to be worth to be nervous about, right? But I think this is, call me crazy for saying this, but maybe this is just what we needed. Maybe it's not exactly how we would like, but maybe it's what we needed. Remember, it's not always best to get what you want, but to get what you need. And in the end, when you get what you need, even though you may not have wanted it in the first place, would end up being better. So I'm going to remain optimistic about this. It's going to be really interesting in the upcoming weeks, days, whatever, to see exactly what happens and what more news that that's going to be unveiled. Who knows? And who knows, maybe this will force Activision to release a trailer or some sort of news for Modern Warfare 4 faster, so that way we can stop digging and focus more on Modern Warfare 4. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comment section, what's your thought process when it comes to this whole thing? Are you guys optimistic? Are you pessimistic? What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you, everybody, for the support. And for those of you guys that have recently subscribed, thank you very much. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.